Welcome into Inside the Line. This week, episode 117. Truth be told. And truth be told, I don't remember the title of this episode, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm sure when we get into it, I'll recall everything, but right now, the title's not jotting anything down. So let's just jump right into it and see what we can see, huh? All right, let's see what we got here. This.
Hey, honey, Hugh Grant has.
I'm in.
Okay, well, Alex has a cello lesson at 11 and junior congress at noon.
Doesn't she also have
Orange
no
juice,
boys
both
at Forever?
Greek and a fake mill.
Yeah, anyway, we could see the 4 or the 6:20.
Oh, actually, that's no good. I'm meeting my friend Denise for a drink.
Denise? Do I know Denise?
Yeah, you know my old girlfriend.
Oh my God, gross! I
Is
can't
this,
even picture you with a woman.
Thank you.
You had a girlfriend before Mom?
Tried to.
Try
Trust me, I had plenty of fun in my time. And then I met your mom.
And thank you.
So.
All right, so the yogurt. Notice how he doesn't rip the full top off like a normal person would do. You rip the top off, throw it away. This one he just peels back because it's a quicker and easier reset. It's easy for me to flip it back over and stick it, and then if I need to, I can put a slight bit of sticky tape around the edges so that it looks like it's peeling back if we get a good shot of that. But that's why he doesn't rip the top off, because it's an easier reset for me just to fold it back over than it would be for us to have 12 or 15 Greeked ones, which later on we probably do. But for now, in these early seasons, we didn't send them out. You have to send them out to either get professionally labeled, which is expensive for a first year show. So that would happen later. So quick fix is just don't peel it off, and then I can just reseal it, and we can use one over and over again. And if he eats a lot and I need to put stuff in there, I can just pour it in.
So, I guess she travels around selling makeup for a cosmetics company. She's in town for a week.
You mean she's like a door-to-door salesman? If you were doing it, they'd call it a dork-to-dork salesman.
Oh, my boy strikes like a rattlesnake.
Oh yeah? Well, you?
Wow. All right, well, we can see the movie tomorrow. Come on. It's time for your lesson.
You mean her second lesson? Because she just got schooled. What's wrong with me today?
Shake it off, champ. It's not your day.
Not your day.
Hey,
Hi, good morning, Papi.
is it?
You're still sad because of that audition.
That part was mine. I was born to play Tevye. Instead, they give it to Rod Jackson. What does he know from suffering?
How we doing?
A little better, but we're gonna go and throw ice cream at the problem.
Well, if that doesn't work, this should do the trick.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
We can hang this in your room. You can see it every morning, start to internalize it. Pretty soon, nothing will keep you down.
But it's not true.
What are you talking about?
Lots of stuff that doesn't kill you makes you weaker. My friend's grandfather had a heart attack. Now he needs a machine to breathe.
I've seen him at the supermarket. Now he needs to drive one of those little, like,
Yeah, that's right. Be negative.
it's just not a good poster, Jay.
You're only making me stronger.
Quick intro.
Did you pack the bread for the ducks?
Yes.
Not the whole wheat kind. The ducks don't like that.
They're ducks, Mitchell. They don't
That way
care.
we have
We both believe that animals should play a big part in
doggy
Lily's
hanging out
life.
the front. That way
Having
we
grown
can
up
see
on
that
farm,
we have
I
doggy.
was surrounded by them. They were more like brothers and sisters.
It's a real picture of Eric,
livestock.
straight off the farm. We talked before how you sometimes just get pictures from your cast as your show progresses. And yeah, these are just gems. His and Jesse's both were great stuff that we ended up putting in and around the house as well. But look how great that picture is.
Delicious brothers and sisters.
Life on a farm, they know what they're getting into.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Oh, it's the office.
Don't answer it.
I have to.
It's like this every Saturday. Just ignore it.
So maybe it's not that this time.
All right, so you'll notice the older phones. We gave each person a different looking phone those first season, or different looking for at least families. Maybe they're the same types, but different colors and stuff like that. And then as later seasons progressed, we just got iPhones, and literally everybody had an iPhone with a different case on it.
Hello? Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is Shel Silverstein.
That's nice. Holy. Shell, you all right, buddy? Oh, hell.
Oh, that's great. It's a great job. That would probably have been a special effects guy. Special effects would have came in and either when he hung it was holding on to whatever it was that he hung it on to give it some strength and then let go, and that would be what makes it fall. You could also tug it with a piece of mono, but that seems a little too complicated. I think you hang it on there. You can either also, the other trick is use a magnet. You can put a hanger up on this side that has a magnetic piece here, and then a magnet with a little grasp on this side. And when somebody hangs it, then you pull that magnet away, and the whole thing falls.
Oh, there's 4 of them, Mitchell. They're giving her little duck kisses. And she's laughing. I can't believe you're missing this.
Well, why not, Cam? I've missed everything else. And she rolled over when I was in Phoenix. She started scooting when I was in court.
Well, just tell them you're not coming in. You do enough for them.
Well,
This is
you
right
know
outside
that.
of Fox.
I know that, you know? The only one who doesn't know that is my sucky boss. He's the suckiest suck of all time. He's a miserable son of a bitch who may have heard everything I just said.
We have to buy the conceit,
Hi,
but
honey.
he would have heard that.
When are you getting together with your gal pal?
Actually, I was just checking on that. She's supposed to send me a message.
This is
your
is this
Facebook
Judy?
friends.
Sure am. She's one of my 447 friends. Everybody wants a slice.
How long have you two been in touch with each other?
She tracked me down about a year ago. What? What's that sound?
Nothing.
Oh, there she is right now. How about we meet at La Rev at 7:30?
That sounds innocent enough. I mean, drinks with an ex-girlfriend at an intimate French restaurant.
Honey, you're doing that thing where you say what I want you to say, but your tone seems mean.
Great
Let me
computer.
guess. Denise isn't married.
Recently divorced. What's the big deal?
Come on, Phil, you can't be that naive.
Water bottle, no
Seriously,
label.
women in their 30s on the internet are like, they're like ninjas. They get in their little black outfits and try and sneak their way into your marriage.
That's not Denise. Here, read some of her messages. You're gonna feel silly.
Hey, Phil, how's it going?
You can't add the sexy voice. Hi, Phil. How's it going?
So glad to hear your neck is better.
Are you seriously jealous?
No, I am not jealous at all. I just happen to know women better than you do, and that woman wants a slice.
Okay. Just to prove how wrong you are, I'm gonna invite her over here for drinks.
Fine with me. I hope it's fine with Denise. Gee, Phil, I really had my heart set on the Rev.
Her voice doesn't bother me. I kind of like it.
Well, has he been acting weird around you?
No, I've been avoiding him all morning.
So you don't even know if he heard you.
Well, that's why we're doing this. And where are you? I only have a half hour for lunch.
I think it's the first
Hello,
time we see
handsome.
Okay, so this is
Cameron
where it
and
happened.
Mitch's car. Yeah. Outside of Fox. The 2 GAT license plate we talked about before, and then of course Cameron's license
Just
plate.
turn off the phone, roll down the window, and we'll see if you can hear me.
Go around. We're recreating a faux pas. Thank you.
That would have been our background cars.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but just barely. Is this how loud you were talking?
Well, it might have been a little bit louder. There was traffic. I mean, I almost had to shout.
You almost had to what?
Shout.
A little bit louder now.
Shout.
A little bit louder now.
Shout.
Hey, 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 hey.
Really, Cam? My job is at stake here, and who are we kidding? You can obviously hear me. I am so screwed.
Manny, come here a second, pal.
Huh.
I got some bad news, buddy.
What is it?
Well, there's no easy way to say this. Shel Turtlestein is dead.
What? How?
I was down here reading the paper and I heard this commotion up in your room, so
Just as he
So
put up a
naturally, I
fight.
go running up there. And this mangy raccoon had busted through your screen. He must have scampered up to where Shell was. By the time I walked in, he had an old bastard hit him by the neck, shaking him, gravel's flying everywhere. He didn't even flinch. He just stared at me with that smug look and then bolted. If only I'd have got here earlier.
All right, recreating the crime scene. It's a good thing I have a degree in criminal justice because this was right up my alley. Everything was written in the script. What we had. So I left everything in evidence. Obviously, up in the top right corner, you can see the bird that he used to make the footprints, the gravel, but it was all written out in the script. I don't think there was anything that I had to come up with on my own. Both in the words and in the stage directions, which is not it's not common, it's not uncommon. It can go either way. There's a lot of times would be in comedy where it says and there a stage murder scene takes place, and then they go straight into dialogue, and it's up to us to kind of figure out, well, okay, how did he stage this scene? Or a lot of times it's spelled out, and this was one of those times that was spelled out for old Shell. Also, you probably, if you remember Manny's room at all, you'll remember this is the first time that Shel Silverstein or an aquarium ever shows up. That was never in his room before. I don't think we were. Have we been in his room very much though? I mean, we've been in there when we were doing the fan, so it would have been somewhere in evidence in there. But yeah, these are also how shows get written too, where it's just like, hey, this week Manny has a turtle, and so you just put stuff in the room, and now Manny has had a turtle through the run of the show. Because if he hasn't had it for a very long time, then he hasn't had a long enough time to get attached to it, and then what's the point?
May I see the body?
Baby, are you sure that's a good idea?
It's something I have to do. That's him.
Sorry, pal.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yep, only the good die young.
But in school we learn raccoons are nocturnal. They sleep during the day.
They sure do. And this one must have got up for a midnight snack. You know, we've all done that.
I guess so.
Yeah, it all adds up.
I don't think I can be in here right now. Too many memories.
He'll be okay.
You lie.
What?
I'm Colombian. I know a fake crime scene when I see one.
I was hanging up the new poster, and it fell on top of him. It was an accident.
You have to tell him.
No, I've been through this before. When Mitchell was 9, I was supposed to take care of his bird. It got out and flew into a fan. It was like a bloody pillow fight.
My God, how many pets have you killed?
Just the 2. I took the heat on the bird. It was a big mistake. To this day, Mitchell looks at me. I see him thinking, that's the guy who killed Fliza Minnelli.
And what if he finds
Fliza
out? Then
Minnelli.
what?
I'm sure we
He's
had
the
alts
guy
for that name,
killed
too.
his pet and lied to him.
He's not going to find out because I covered my tracks.
Okay. Fliza Minnelli.
How did I not know that kid was gay?
Good out.
Hey,
Into
Luke.
the girls' room.
Big day for you, huh? Why? Because you will get to meet your real mom. What? We all made a pact we'd deny it until you turn 21, but that's the real reason Dad's old girlfriend's coming over. She's your mom, and if she likes you, you'll go live with her.
I'm not adopted. I'm asking Mom.
You mean Mrs. Dunphy? She's not going to tell you the truth.
I'm not.
I know.
So good.
Just because he called you a dork-to-dork salesman.
The Empire Strikes Back. Raccoons have 5 toes.
What's that?
I don't mean to bother you. It's just confusing. The footprints in my room only have 4 toes.
You know, I bet I know what happened. I'll bet he lost those toes in a fight. And that guy looked like he'd been in a brawl or 2.
1 toe from each foot?
Maybe. You know, Manny, I think the only thing that's going to get you to stop asking all these questions is for you to have a little closure.
What do you mean?
Well, I'd like to throw a little memorial for Shel.
Shel's
It'll be
memorial.
good for all of us. That way we get our grief out, and then we never have to talk about this ever again.
Yep, it is Judy Greer.
Hi. Oh, careful, there's a thing. Yeah. Good to see you.
So Judy Greer, I believe had been on Arrested Development by this time, but I don't think she had kind of reached Archer, or she had her own show for a while and she had not moved up, so um she wasn't hadn't become Judy Greer yet, if I remember correctly. Very delightful, very good actress. Did a wonderful job in the part. Again, this was a one-day shoot. I think we shot her all out in one day. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember it being more than that. We were probably in the Dumfies for one day, and it was all her stuff. But yeah, wonderful actress. Did a wonderful job.
Claire, you must be okay.
Whoa,
Denise.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and you were even prettier than the pictures that Phil's always posting.
Just a couple.
Oh, shut up. Every week he loves showing you off. And my boyfriend likes your Acapulco pictures. Probably a little too much.
Well, thank your boyfriend for me. Come on in, please.
Oh, I brought you some lifting intensifier. Not that you need it. It's a limited edition, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Denise, I think you might know these people. That's
Luke
Haley.
comes down and runs away.
Luke. Oh, I had curly hair just like that when I was little.
So, that doesn't mean anything.
Why don't we come on in? Have a seat, please.
And the peace
What was my dad
earrings
like in high
on
school?
Alex.
Only the most amazing breakdancer ever.
Uh-oh, don't fire it up. What?
Oh no.
Yeah.
He had a boombox and a piece of cardboard in his locker. And what was your dance name?
Ozone. Yeah.
I drove him to
Ozone.
a Star Search audition.
Which is totally political, by the way.
Ozone. That is dead ass funny. I'm so calling you that.
Thank you.
Wow, you really lucked out.
I
You
could be
have a
the first
beautiful
time we get a curse word really on television, right? That's our first one. Dead asses, and it comes out of Haley's mouth. I don't remember. Maybe we got
wife,
Dave.
gorgeous house, and those
But
kids.
that seems out of place, right? It just threw me a little.
Be my guest.
I love
Seriously.
how Luke is behind her.
No, I like it here.
Alex, honey, will you go find out what's wrong with your brother?
Okay.
Okay.
You know, if it's okay, I think I'm just gonna use the,
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Down the hall, left-hand side. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
Okay, she's fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, I feel awful. When did I become
fresh
this horribly
flowers?
cynical person who assumes the worst about people?
I first noticed it 7 years. You're not.
Such an idiot. Is it?
Oh, I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. So how are we gonna do this?
I thought I'd just point at the door. So I was thinking, like,
I was thinking too. Here is my hotel room key. You can come by whenever you want.
All right. Let's back up.
So I was thinking,
And
like,
you'll
was
see
thinking too.
prop work extravaganza. Look at the key on that key. No name of the hotel. No nothing. Just a big key on a key card. That's how we roll, baby. That tells you that it is a hotel room key. I don't know why I always found that funny, but I remember that. I remember finding that funny because it's just such a way to show the audience of what we're talking about. But I loved it. I thought it was great.
It's my hotel room key. You can come by whenever you want.
Good camera take.
That was funny this morning, huh? When I pulled up next to you at that stoplight.
Funny?
Yeah, because I was on the phone with my partner talking about how horrible his boss was. And then you pull up, so.
Anyway, I'm glad I ran into you. I'm getting worried they're going to move up our court date. I need you to bust ass preparing. Because if they call us on Monday, you need to get that?
No, it's fine. It's just a picture of my daughter standing for the first time.
Yeah, they do that. It's a big day. Anyway, I need you here tomorrow.
Oh, this
I
guy's
know it's a
good. I
Sunday,
forgot him.
but, you think you can be on time? Okay.
Actually, I have plans tomorrow, so I won't be here. I have plans. to stay at home with my family and do absolutely nothing. Okay. But I will see you on Monday.
Mm-hmm. So you're in charge now, is that it?
Well, I just figure if my daughter can stand up, then so can I.
All right, look. We've all been working hard lately, okay? But that's the job. So either come in tomorrow or don't bother coming back again.
It's such a good job by Jesse. I need that to get out of the parking.
Need the ID to make the elevator go down to freedom, and this to complete my set.
Turtle, reptile, pet.
All right, so November to March. So
was many things.
I forgot we put November to March on here. So apparently Manny had him for 6 months. So that's believable that you wouldn't see him in his room prior to that, depending on the stretch and depending on the time frame that we shot Manny's room. But I had forgotten that we had printed up November to March on Shelter. I said Silverstein, sorry, because that's the joke. Shel Turtlestein. That we had printed that up. Apparently we get a very long speech, as you can see in Manny's hands. I'm sure some of his lines were on there because this is kind of it's a slightly weird area. It's slightly weird. You can, if you don't have a chance to talk to your actors, you can put the lines on there, but and it's rare, but it's possible the actor may get offended as if they're not professional enough to come in and know their lines that you would think to put their lines on there. So it's kind of a dicey little call. So like with our cast, it would be fine. But you know, if you're working with a Gennaro or you know, some older generation talent, especially the older generation, you know, really took pride in coming in and hitting their job and doing it well. So I would say, if I hadn't had a chance to talk to him, I would say something like, I know you did your line. I know you know your lines, but we needed to put something on the page, and so we just put the dialogue itself on the page. I hope you don't mind. Something like that. Or I would ask. I'd be like, is it okay if we need to put something on the page in case we do insert it, so it's going to be the dialogue. A lot of it's in comedy. It's a little different because we don't do a lot of inserts. At least on this show, I should say, we didn't do a lot of inserts. But you do inserts in drama and other things, so you do want the actual lines that they're saying on there if they're reading it off the speech. Now, if they're speaking extemporaneously off the top of their head, that's still going to be written in the dialogue for the show, but that wouldn't be technically what would be on that page, probably. But I would still put that on there, unless, you know, I ask and they said, no, you don't have to, or anything like that. And then we would just make up a speech and have the speech on there, or come to the writers and ask the writers to make up a speech to give us so that we can write it and print it out.
I don't think I can do this without crying. Maybe we should just get to the cold cuts.
Oh, we want to hear it. Jay, why don't you read it? You were with him at the end.
Look at Sophia with, oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Shel Turtlestein was many things, but above all, he was my friend. When I didn't get a date with Fiona Gunderson, Shel was there. When I didn't get to play the part of Tevye, Shel was there. And when a raccoon broke into my room, unfortunately, Shel was there. I said a lot of things.
So good. We talked before about our sound guy, Preston, playing the part of young Jay when Javier first shows up, and there's a picture of Jay in the motorcycle. And there you can see young Jay in the motorcycle, and that's the picture we were talking about. That's Preston. And then beside that, I believe, is the baby Rico, and of course, Clay.
To my friend, but the one thing I never got to say was goodbye.
Stop. I know what really happened.
You do?
I left the bag of chips near my bed. The raccoon must have smelled it. It's my fault he's dead. Sorry, Shell.
Yay. You don't have anything to say to Manny?
Yeah. Manny. Shell forgives you.
Thank you.
Oh, Denise. These pictures are amazing. Thank you. Wow, sweetie, that perm.
Technically, that's a Jerry curl.
I just love to take.
So pictures usually will happen on the same day that you have the actress, and then you go to, outside the stage somewhere, probably still on the lot, and just snap those at the end of the day when it's still light out, and run them through hair and makeup, because he had to put the Jerry curl wig on. Would have to obviously change her hair, since we were kind of inserting that a little bit. You saw the pictures. So we would shoot that the same day. Just change them in a wardrobe. Maybe there was a scene that those two weren't in, so we could be shooting that scene while they went to hair and makeup and finish it up. Or it's just an end of the day thing where we're done shooting all this dialogue and everybody gets to go home except for the people that have to stay and shoot this.
Pictures. I took this one of myself today.
You know what? I'm gonna open a bottle of wine.
No, that's the worst idea. No, I'm not in the mood. What am I, raised by a pack of wolves? Hang on, come on now.
Good job.
Honey, you weren't completely wrong about Denise.
How's that?
She wants me.
To do what?
It. Her.
Oh, this is because of the thing I said about Facebook and everybody's hooking up and now you're disappointed.
No, she bit the air right in front of me. Like that. And then look what she tried to give me.
Anything I can help with?
No, I can't find my corkscrew.
Oh.
Touch me.
Okay, Denise, I think somewhere along the line you got the wrong idea.
My head is full of wrong ideas. You have such great taste, Claire.
Thank you.
I remember Phil used to have really good taste, too.
Oh, here it is. Phil, would you mind grabbing us a couple glasses?
You betcha.
Need me to grab?
So that would have been added, I would think, during a rehearsal. They would have wanted reasons to move around, and one of those reasons would have been Purell right there. So either Purell was already there, and Ty decided that was a reason to cross over, and he's like, hey, look, I'm going to put this right here and use it, and so I would know how to set it and to keep an eye on it to make sure it didn't get knocked over or anything else. Or he would say, hey, is there anything I want to cross down here right now? So as they keep circling around, that's probably along with the director, who would probably want to keep the uncomfortableness of everybody moving around in the same spot. So there'd be reasons for Ty to get away from her, which is his real motivation, but also the pretense of moving to do something else as the reason that he was moving away from her. So that being down there was either A, there, or B, and he told me, or B said, hey, we need something kind of right here. And I was like, well, you want to get the premiere? And he's like, yeah, let's do
Have anything?
No. Okay, this is so wrong.
I know, it's way more exciting when she's in the room.
No.
I still have my cheerleader outfit.
So do I, but this still can't happen. When did that break?
Why are you wussing out?
I never was in.
What about all those things you wrote on Facebook? How was your day? My neck is so sore.
Why do people keep adding voices to these things? I didn't mean anything.
You're telling me that
Look
I
at the
wasted
chili
a
pepper
year
plant.
of my life on this relationship?
What relationship?
How many other women have you let on?
No, I don't know.
Phil?
Phil, honey. Do you remember when you broke your arm when we were first dating?
Yeah, when I slept on the ice.
Right, that's so weird because in this picture, you're sitting with Denise and you have a broken arm, so...
Yeah, that's weird.
So you were still dating her when you started dating me?
No.
Phil?
Yeah, maybe. Just there was a little overlap when I was trying to break things off with Denise.
You took me to Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. Phil, you told me that was your father.
Okay, I know the pain is fresh, but the lie is really old.
really old.
You know, this was a mistake. I'm gonna leave. Claire, If I were you, I would kick him out. Maybe he'd appreciate you more after you spent a lonely night in a hotel. At the Radisson, by the airport.
Here's a little thing. We said the Radisson, but we didn't show the actual key, hotel key from a Radisson. Which theoretically, technically, we should have done. Since we say where she's staying and we show what would technically kind of be a product from there, but you can get away with it because it's so incidental. You wouldn't have to go, or at least we didn't. We probably checked it out and made sure that we didn't have to go get a key from the Radisson that said Radisson on it. But that's interesting. I just picked that out now, where it was like, hey, wait a minute. We say Radisson and we show a key from that hotel. It should be a key that corresponds to that.
It was amazing. No, this is the new me, Cam. I am not letting people run my life anymore.
I should be nervous, but I'm not. I'm excited for you.
Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Because you followed your heart, and that is worth celebrating.
Cam, I just feel so liberated.
Hey.
And I'm not picking it up.
Ooh, I like this.
I think that's the same bottle of wine that Claire just pulled. I'm pretty sure that was at least the same label. So we probably had a bunch of fake labels made, and we sold it as the family could have the same wine. They are all together enough. Or it could have been just an oversight by me, and I put the same. But I usually was on top of that with being like, wait a minute, we already used this wine. But maybe it was a Monday, Friday thing, and I dropped the ball. Or maybe it's not the same wine, but I'm pretty sure it is. That label looks very familiar, and I think that is the same wine that Claire had 2 scenes ago.
Sky.
I do too. I mean, yes, we'll have to cut back a little bit, but isn't it worth it if you feel like you're living your life for the first time?
Totally.
What were we even waiting for? You will go back to teaching music, and then I'll just find something in a few months. And until then, all we need to do is just sit back and watch this little miracle here dazzle us.
I'm tingly.
I am too. It's like my heart is full for the first time in forever. Oh my God, it's really pounding. It's like I feel the weight of endless possibilities just sitting on my chest. She's not doing anything, Cam.
You're not panicking, are you?
Of course I'm panicking.
No, don't panic. If you panic, I panic.
I just quit my job.
Oh my God, Mitchell, I am used to nice things. What are we gonna do?
I'm used to nice things.
Just calm down. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm trained to do. I am going to lie, grovel, debase myself until I get what I want. I am a lawyer, damn it.
Mitchell. No.
Oh, no, you're right. The tie.
No. We'll find something better for you, something that works for all of us.
There's no plan B here, Cam. We have a mortgage. We have a child to support.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out. I just want you to be happy, and you will be happy.
See if she keeps the ball.
And
she
that
does.
is something worth toasting.
All right, so we either used
Let's just drink the cheap stuff because we might have to.
So we either used all one take, or, and I remember trying to hand the ball to her every time, because sometimes she would get bored and drop it, as babies do. You know, they look at something and it's interesting. So we may have got this all in one take. In the early years, we tried to use the same take as much as we could for all of it. In the later years, that wasn't an option. But in those early years, you would see a lot of the same take because the energy's the same, the reading's the same back and forth, and so I think I always liked that about us, that we were using the one take as much as we could, whichever take it was that we liked, and we didn't have to cut in between. One, it's easier on everybody, and two, I think it makes it more seamless. But yeah, I remember putting the ball in her hand and her holding it quite well. So good on us
to sell that bottle.
It's hard to sleep in a bed of lies, isn't it, Jay?
Kids get over these things pretty quick. He's probably sleeping like a baby right now.
I'm sure he's wide awake, full of guilt.
Well, I'm going to sleep.
You'll notice Jay wears his wedding ring to bed because he's old school. This was a discussion that I would have with my cast, which is nothing to normal outsiders, but it's things that you think about when you're doing the job. Gloria does not. Gloria takes her jewelry off at night, including her wedding ring. So when you see them in bed, you will see Jay always have his wedding ring on, and Gloria will always have her wedding ring off. The rest of Cam and Mitch both slept with theirs on. Claire, Phil both slept with theirs on as well. It was only Gloria that decided that she takes her jewelry off. It was a character choice that she takes her jewelry off at night. And you'll see in later seasons as they're getting ready, you'll see her start to take her jewelry off. But yes, when they're in bed, she should never have her ring on, and Ed should always have his on.
Damn it.
Hello, Jay.
What are you doing up?
Waiting.
Waiting for what?
The truth. It wasn't a raccoon, was it?
Oh, all right, you got me. I killed Shell. All right, I'm sorry. It was an accident.
Why didn't you just tell me?
Because I didn't want you to be upset with me. You and I had got off to a rocky start. Lately, it's been pretty good. I was afraid I'd mess all that up if you knew that I was the one that killed your pet.
Here's
now
lighting.
you're the guy who...
Technically, the only light in that room is the light you see behind Manny's head, and it's shooting towards the door. But when we cut around to Ed, you'll see a lot of good light on Ed, and you have to assume it's coming off the side of that lamp. And that is the challenge of the director of photography, the DP, and the gaffer. How, with this only theoretically having one light in a room, do you keep very true to that and maybe have horrible shadows on Ed, or do you light him with a nice soft light over here and just say it's that lamp is lighting him fully? And so we chose that latter part. But that's the things you got to think about sometimes as the scene progresses with other departments. A lot of times, you can have overhead lamps and the house is lit, or there's a light on. You don't have to worry about it. But in this specific case, it was one lamp that got turned on and nothing else in the room. So you got to decide if the light looks natural on Ed from that angle.
Killed my pet and made a stupid lie about it.
Well, I don't think it was stupid. I thought it was pretty clever. I was just trying to avoid past mistakes. Look, I know
I think it's good. I think there should have probably been a hard line over on the right edge of frame.
Get some rest.
Since we're confessing things, you know that scratch on your car?
The one that can't be buffed out, yeah?
You should probably know how it happened.
I know how it happened. Raccoon did it.
Huh.
Good night, Jay.
Good night, kid.
And the light actually,
Best
as
thing
our
I
cut
ever
break.
did was quit a miserable job and start my own business.
As you can see,
No, it's not going to be easy. But that's why Gloria and I want to give you a little something to help you through it.
No, Dad.
the baby monitor there, that's what we talked about
Okay,
before.
but, I mean, as soon as I'm back on my feet, I really want to. Oh, Dad. No, you tried to give me this 20 years ago when my pet snake died.
I did?
Yes. Zsa Zsa Gaboa. Oh, that's adorable.
You really didn't know that he was gay?
I must have, right?
Get out. Solid little canned episode, very contained. All three houses didn't go out very much. Not one of our best of the first season, but not one of our worst. Just a nice, quiet episode, to be truthful. All in all, not bad. Certainly not one of my favorites, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Down at the bottom, you'll see like and subscribe. If you like what we're doing here, maybe click that button. Maybe share us around. I appreciate your time. I think we had a good one. And until we see each other next time, see ya.